Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5 cents, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby that brings together history, art, and the thrill of discovering hidden treasures. One coin that continues to captivate both novice and experienced collectors alike is the 1964 Jefferson nickel. Most people don't think much about nickels, as they are one of the most common coins in circulation. However, some versions of the 1964 Jefferson nickel have become highly valuable due to their rarity, minting errors, and overall condition. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1964 Jefferson nickel to explore what makes certain versions of this coin worth far more than just 5 cents. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse side of the coin. The reverse side showcases a depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which serves as a symbol of his legacy. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has gone through various design changes and modifications, but the coin has remained a staple of American currency. While most Jefferson nickels are worth just 5 cents, certain years, including 1964, have produced rare and valuable coins that are highly sought after by collectors. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is a particularly interesting year in the world of coin collecting. While it might seem like just another ordinary coin, some 1964 Jefferson nickels are worth far more than their face value. Why is that? The answer lies in minting errors, as well as the coin's overall condition. In the world of numismatics, minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value, and the 1964 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Minting errors occur when the coin's design is incorrectly applied or when the coin is struck improperly, making it unique and rare. One of the most common errors found in 1964 Jefferson nickels is the double die error. This error occurs when the die that strikes the coin's design is misaligned, resulting in the design being stamped multiple times. This causes a noticeable doubling effect on certain areas of the coin, especially on the date, the word Liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you come across a 1964 Jefferson nickel with a clear double die error, you may be holding onto a coin that is worth far more than just 5 cents. These doubled features make the coin stand out, and collectors are always on the lookout for these types of rare errors. Another minting error that can increase the value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel is the off-center strike. This happens when the metal planchet, the blank piece of metal that is stamped to create the coin, is not properly aligned with the die, causing the design to be struck off-center. This can result in parts of the coin's design being missing or distorted. Off-center strike errors are highly prized by collectors because they are rare and visually distinctive. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you find a 1964 Jefferson nickel with an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. Aside from minting errors, the overall condition of the 1964 Jefferson nickel plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved and show little to no signs of wear are far more valuable than coins that have been heavily circulated. A 1964 Jefferson nickel in excellent condition, with sharp details and no visible scratches or discoloration, can command a premium price from collectors. The coin's grade, which refers to its level of wear and preservation, is one of the key factors in determining how much it's worth. Coins that are in near mint or mint condition can fetch prices that far exceed their face value. So, just how much could a 1964 Jefferson nickel be worth? While most 1964 Jefferson nickels are worth only 5 cents, certain versions of the coin have sold for incredible amounts of money. The value of these rare coins can vary greatly depending on factors such as the presence of minting errors, the coin's condition, and the level of demand from collectors. In fact, some 1964 Jefferson nickels have been known to sell for as much as $120,000. Yes, you heard that right, $120,000 for a single nickel. This astonishing price demonstrates just how valuable rare coins can become, even if they were once common currency. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with a significant minting error or in pristine condition can command a price far beyond its original value. This is a prime example of how coin collecting can be an exciting and rewarding pursuit, where a single discovery could change your financial future. If you happen to find a 1964 Jefferson nickel in your change, it's worth taking a closer look. Check for any signs of minting errors, such as a double die or an off-center strike. Even if you don't spot any errors, carefully examine the coin's condition. If it's in excellent shape, it might still be worth far more than 5 cents. It's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist to get an expert opinion on the coin's value. You never know, the next nickel you find might just be a hidden gem. In conclusion, the 1964 Jefferson nickel is a great example of how even the most common coins can hold incredible value. While most 1964 nickels are worth only 5 cents, coins with minting errors or in exceptional condition can fetch hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. If you happen to come across a 1964 Jefferson nickel with a noticeable double die error, off-center strike, or in near-mid condition, you could be holding on to a coin worth $120,000. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and the next rare find could be sitting right in your pocket change. Top 2. Coin collecting has captivated people for centuries, drawing in individuals with its allure of discovering hidden treasures among everyday objects. Coins that may seem common to most people can, in fact, hold incredible value, especially when it comes to rare or unique variations. One such coin that has garnered significant attention in the world of numismatics is the 1988 Jefferson nickel. To the untrained eye, it may appear like just another 5-cent piece, but there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. With some versions of the 1988 Jefferson nickel being worth far more than face value, it's time to take a closer look at why this particular coin has earned its place in the spotlight. First, let's set the stage with a bit of background. The Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938, is one of the most enduring and recognizable coins in the United States. The coin's obverse, front, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse side showcases Monticello, his Virginia plantation home. This simple yet iconic design has remained relatively unchanged for decades, but that doesn't mean every Jefferson nickel is the same. Coins that were minted in certain years, like 1988, hold special significance due to the rarity of specific variations or minting errors. When it comes to the 1988 Jefferson nickel, the first thing to consider is the potential for minting errors. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year, and while the majority are struck with precision, occasional mistakes occur. These errors can include double designs, off-center strikes, or even die cracks, all of which can make a coin significantly more valuable than a regular, error-free version. Minting errors are one of the primary factors driving up the value of certain 1988 Jefferson nickels. For example, a coin with a double die error could be worth far more than the typical nickel. The double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process. As a result, the design on the coin appears twice, creating a doubled effect. This can often be seen in the date, lettering, or even parts of the portrait on the obverse. A 1988 Jefferson nickel with a double die error can be a true gem for collectors. The clearer and more defined the doubling is, the higher the value of the coin. The rarer and more unique the error, the more collectors are willing to pay to add that coin to their collection. Another minting error that can affect the 1988 Jefferson nickel is the off-center strike. This occurs when the planchet, or the blank metal disc used to mint the coin, is not properly aligned during the strike. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing or shifted off-center, creating an uneven strike. Off-center nickels are highly desirable because of their unique appearance. The more dramatically off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1988 Jefferson nickel with an off-center strike could easily be worth far more than a regular coin from the same year. Beyond minting errors, the condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. While many coins that are circulated daily show signs of wear, collectors are often looking for coins that are in pristine, or near mint condition. The 1988 Jefferson nickel is no exception. If you come across one that looks as if it just left the mint, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. Coins with high grades, such as MS65, Mint State 65, or higher, are highly sought after by collectors, and these coins can fetch premium prices. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1988 Jefferson nickel could be worth. While the majority of these coins are worth only 5 cents, certain rare versions can command astronomical prices. Coins that feature minting errors like double die or off-center strikes, or those that are in mint condition, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, the most valuable 1988 Jefferson nickels have been known to sell for as much as $76,000. Yes, you heard that right, $76,000 for a single nickel. It's hard to believe that a coin worth only 5 cents could potentially be worth such a large sum, but it's a reminder of just how valuable rare and unique coins can become. The rarity of these errors and the high demand for error coins in the collecting community makes certain 1988 Jefferson nickels highly sought after by enthusiasts and investors alike. So, what should you do if you come across a 1988 Jefferson nickel? The first step is to carefully inspect the coin. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as a double die or off-center strike. Pay attention to the condition of the coin as well. If it's in near mint or mint condition, it could be worth far more than its face value. If you spot any potential errors or if the coin looks particularly well preserved, it's a good idea to get in touch with a professional coin dealer or appraiser to get an expert evaluation of its value. In conclusion, the 1988 Jefferson nickel serves as a perfect example of how even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. While most 1988 nickels are worth just 5 cents, coins with minting errors or those in exceptional condition can be worth much more. If you happen to find a 1988 Jefferson nickel with a double die error, off-center strike, or in near-mid condition, you could be holding on to a coin worth $76,000. Coin collecting is a world full of surprises, and you never know what treasures might be hidden in your pocket change. So keep an eye out. You just might stumble upon a rare and valuable coin that could change your life. Top 3. Coin collecting has always been a captivating and rewarding hobby for many, whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey. While many coins might seem ordinary and unremarkable, some hold incredible value, especially when they have unique characteristics or rare minting errors. One such coin that has piqued the interest of collectors is the 1985 Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent coin, which is often found in pocket change, may not seem valuable at first glance, but certain versions of the 1985 Jefferson nickel can be worth a surprising amount of money. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The reverse side, designed by artist Felix Schlag, showcases Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, which serves as a symbol of his legacy and his role in the founding of the United States. For years, the design of the Jefferson nickel remained relatively unchanged, except for minor modifications. Most of these coins are worth only 5 cents, but there are certain years and specific versions that stand out and have become highly collectible. The 1985 Jefferson nickel is one such year that has drawn attention from coin enthusiasts. While most 1985 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, some of these coins are worth far more due to the presence of minting errors, as well as the coin's overall condition. Minting errors are relatively common in the production of coins, and they can add significant value to a coin. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks can make a coin rare and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most significant errors that can occur on a 1985 Jefferson nickel is the double die error. A double die happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear more than once. This results in a doubled effect on certain areas of the coin, such as the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." This error can make the coin stand out and attract the attention of collectors. If you happen to come across a 1985 Jefferson nickel with a noticeable double die, you might just have a rare and valuable coin on your hands. The clearer and more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes, as collectors will pay a premium for coins with striking and visible errors. Another type of minting error that could affect a 1985 Jefferson nickel is an off-center strike. This occurs when the planchet, the blank piece of metal used to make the coin, is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process. As a result, part of the coin's design is struck off-center, causing some of the coin's features to be incomplete or shifted. Off-center strike errors can vary in severity, and the more extreme the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors find off-center strikes to be highly desirable because they are distinctive and rare, making them a prized addition to any collection. Beyond minting errors, the condition of the coin is also a major factor in determining its value. Like any collectible, the better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Coins that have been well preserved and show little to no signs of wear are highly sought after by collectors. If you find a 1985 Jefferson nickel that looks as if it just came from the mint, free from scratches, discoloration, or any other damage, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. Coins that are graded as mint state or in excellent condition are much rarer than those that have been heavily circulated, and they are often worth much more. Now, you may be asking yourself just how much a 1985 Jefferson nickel could be worth. While most 1985 nickels are still worth only 5 cents, certain versions of this coin have been known to sell for astronomical amounts. Due to the rarity of specific minting errors, such as the double die or off-center strike, some 1985 Jefferson nickels have been sold for up to $82,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $82,000 for a single nickel. While this is an exceptional case, it demonstrates just how valuable these seemingly ordinary coins can be when they have unique characteristics. The rarity of the minting errors and the demand from collectors who specialize in error coins contribute to the high price that some 1985 Jefferson nickels can command. A coin that was originally worth just 5 cents could end up being worth tens of thousands of dollars depending on the specific details of its design and condition. If you happen to find a 1985 Jefferson nickel in your pocket change, it's worth taking a close look at it. Inspect the coin for any signs of minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes. Carefully check the overall condition of the coin as well. If it's in excellent shape, it could be worth far more than 5 cents. If you're not sure whether your coin has any significant errors or is in particularly good condition, it's a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They can help you evaluate the coin and provide expert insight into its potential value. In conclusion, the 1985 Jefferson nickel is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. While most 1985 nickels are still worth only 5 cents, certain versions with minting errors or in exceptional condition can be worth significantly more. If you find a 1985 Jefferson nickel with a double die error, off-center strike, or in pristine condition, you could be holding on to a coin worth $82,000. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when a rare and valuable find might be sitting in your pocket change. Keep an eye out, and you might just discover a hidden treasure. Top 4. When you think of coins that you commonly encounter, nickels probably aren't at the top of your list of valuable collectibles. Most people would think of them as just another piece of pocket change, something you toss into your wallet or jar, not giving it much thought. However, the world of coin collecting is much more intricate than it may first appear. Some coins that seem ordinary can actually be worth an extraordinary amount of money. One such coin that stands out in the world of numismatics is the 1990 Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel, which was first introduced in 1938, is one of the longest-running coins in U.S. circulation. Featuring a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and a depiction of his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse, the coin's design has stood the test of time. Over the years, the nickel has remained a staple of everyday transactions, but some versions of this coin, especially those from certain years, can be worth far more than their face value. The 1990 Jefferson nickel, in particular, has become a coin of interest for collectors and investors alike. To most people, A 1990 nickel would simply be worth 5 cents. After all, it was produced as part of a massive circulation run in that year, and millions of these coins were minted. So what makes some of these coins worth a lot more? The answer lies in the rarity and uniqueness of certain versions of the 1990 Jefferson nickel. The most significant factor that could drive the value of a 1990 nickel up is the presence of minting errors. While most coins are produced flawlessly, minting errors occur due to mistakes in the coin's production process. These errors can come in various forms and can drastically increase the value of the coin. In fact, it is these very minting mistakes that make a seemingly average 1990 Jefferson nickel worth thousands, if not tens of thousands, of dollars. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die error, which happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned. This causes the design of the coin to be stamped multiple times, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on certain features of the coin, such as the date or the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. A 1990 Jefferson nickel with a double die error is a rare find, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. The more pronounced the doubling effect, the higher the coin's value, as collectors desire these rare and distinctive pieces to add to their collections. Another type of error that can increase the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel is an off-center strike. This occurs when the blank metal planchet, the disc of metal that is struck to create the coin, is not properly aligned with the die. As a result, parts of the coin's design may be missing, or the strike may appear skewed or off-center. Off-center strike coins are unique because they feature design elements that are incomplete or distorted, making them stand out from the rest of the coins in circulation. Collectors are highly interested in these kinds of coins, and the more off-center the strike, the higher the value of the coin. Beyond minting errors, the condition of the coin also plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Like any collectible, the better the condition, the more valuable the coin is. Most coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, or other imperfections. But coins that have been well preserved, with little to no signs of wear, are much rarer and therefore more valuable. A 1990 Jefferson nickel that looks as though it was just minted, without any noticeable wear or tarnish, can command a higher price in the market. Another factor that contributes to the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel is the coin's grade, which refers to its level of preservation. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin that has been graded as MS 65 or higher, mint state 65, will generally fetch a higher price than a coin with a lower grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially when coupled with a rare minting error or a unique characteristic. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1990 Jefferson nickel could be worth. While the vast majority of 1990 Jefferson nickels are still worth their face value of 5 cents, some of these coins have been known to sell for extraordinary amounts of money. Certain rare versions of the coin, especially those with minting errors like a double die or off-center strike, have been sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, some 1990 Jefferson nickels have been known to fetch as much as $65,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $65,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 5 cents. This astronomical value is due to the rarity of the coin, the minting error, and the demand from collectors who are eager to add such unique and valuable pieces to their collections. If you happen to come across a 1990 Jefferson nickel, it's worth taking a moment to examine it closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as double die or off-center strikes. Carefully check the overall condition of the coin as well. If it looks to be in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. If you're uncertain whether your coin has any minting errors or whether it might be worth more than 5 cents, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised by a coin expert or numismatist. They can help you determine the true value of the coin. In conclusion, the 1990 Jefferson nickel is a great example of how coins that may seem ordinary can actually be incredibly valuable. While most of these coins are worth just 5 cents, certain versions with minting errors, such as double die or off-center strikes, or coins in excellent condition, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you find a 1990 Jefferson nickel with one of these rare features, you could be holding on to a coin worth $65,000. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when you might find a hidden gem in your pocket change. Keep your eyes peeled, because the next rare discovery could be just around the corner. Top 5. When it comes to coin collecting, many people think of rare, centuries-old treasures like silver dollars or gold coins. However, some relatively recent coins can be worth far more than their face value, especially if they contain certain rare characteristics. One such coin that may not look special at first glance, but could hold substantial value, is the 1992 Jefferson nickel. While most people view the nickel as nothing more than pocket change, certain versions of the 1992 Jefferson nickel have become sought after by collectors and could potentially fetch a significant sum. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the front, obverse, with a depiction of his Virginia home, Monticello, on the back, reverse. The design of the coin has remained relatively unchanged over the decades, but what sets some years apart from others is the presence of unique features that could make a coin highly collectible. The 1992 Jefferson nickel, while not particularly old, has become a focal point for coin collectors due to the potential for minting errors and variations. Most 1992 nickels are still worth just 5 cents, but certain coins from that year can command attention because of particular characteristics that set them apart from the typical run-of-the-mill coin. These traits often include minting errors, rare versions, and coins that are in especially good condition. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting, and they can make a seemingly ordinary coin extraordinarily valuable. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin's production process, leading to a mistake that makes the coin unique. One of the most well-known types of minting errors that can affect the 1992 Jefferson nickel is the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin's design is struck more than once by the die, resulting in a noticeable doubling of some of the letters or numbers on the coin. In the case of the 1992 Jefferson nickel, this doubling might appear on the date, the word Liberty, or the phrase, "In God We Trust." If you're lucky enough to find a 1992 nickel with a clear and well-defined double die error, you may have a highly valuable piece on your hands. Coins with noticeable doubling effects are extremely desirable among collectors, as they are considered rare and unique. The more pronounced the error, the higher the value of the coin. Another type of error that can occur with the 1992 Jefferson nickel is the off-center strike. An off-center strike happens when the planchet, the blank metal disc used to create the coin, is not perfectly aligned with the die during the minting process. As a result, part of the coin's design may be missing or shifted, creating an off-center appearance. Off-center strike coins are highly valued by collectors because they are distinct and often one of a kind. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the higher the potential value of the coin. Of course, minting errors are not the only factor that determines the value of a coin. The condition of the coin is also incredibly important. Like any collectible, coins in better condition are generally more valuable than those that are worn, scratched, or otherwise damaged. Coins that have been in circulation for years can show signs of wear, with details becoming blurred or faded. However, a 1992 Jefferson nickel that has been well preserved, free of scratches or discoloration, can be worth far more than its face value. The grading system used to assess the condition of coins is another essential aspect of determining value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 1992 Jefferson nickel in mint state, MS, condition with a high grade can be worth significantly more than one in lower condition. If the coin is flawless, well struck, and exhibits little to no signs of wear, it will likely be given a higher grade, and collectors will be willing to pay a premium for it. So, just how much could a 1992 Jefferson nickel be worth? While the vast majority of these coins are still worth only 5 cents, some of the rare ones have sold for substantial amounts. If your 1992 Jefferson nickel has a notable minting error, like a double die or off-center strike, or if it's in exceptional condition, you could be looking at a potential windfall. There have been instances where 1992 Jefferson nickels with minting errors and in excellent condition have sold for as much as $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a coin originally worth just 5 cents. It's remarkable to think that a coin like the 1992 Jefferson nickel, which may have simply been sitting in your pocket change, could one day be worth a small fortune. This is a prime example of how coin collecting can offer hidden treasures that anyone could stumble upon. If you find yourself with a 1992 Jefferson nickel in your collection, or even in your spare change, it's worth taking a closer look. Look for any of the key minting errors, such as a double die or off-center strike. Check the overall condition of the coin. If it looks as though it just came out of the mint, it could be a highly valuable find. You can always consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist to get an expert opinion if you're unsure of the coin's value. In conclusion, the 1992 Jefferson nickel is an excellent example of how coins that may seem ordinary can be much more valuable than they appear. While most of these coins are still worth just 5 cents, certain versions with minting errors, such as double die or off-center strikes, or coins that are in excellent condition, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you happen to find a 1992 Jefferson nickel with one of these rare characteristics, you could be holding on to a coin worth $60,000. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when a valuable treasure might be hiding in plain sight. So, keep an eye out, and you might just find your very own hidden gem.